Steeler Nation, to me, this isn't really that big of a deal, but I'm sure that this argument between two players will be blown out of proportion. It seems like the Pittsburgh Steelers just cannot keep out of their own way in terms of drama. Now, what is the latest new drama? Right before a game, too, by the way. This comes out right before the game. That is Steelers versus Bengals. And I hope we beat them to try and get over this Matt Canada players, who's who, which is worse. Is it the players or was it the system? I want to see the players go out there and excel and hopefully win by 20. Mate, 20 points would be good. 14 points would be good. Hopefully something like that. However, man, there's a lot of drama going on. There's a lot of drama. And to me, my short answer, it's not a big deal, but we'll talk about this, okay? So Adam Schefter says here, sources, Steelers wide receiver Deontay Johnson got into a heated post-game locker room argument last Sunday with teammate Minkah Fitzpatrick before Cameron Hayward and TJ Watt broke up the altercation and delivered a message saying the team needs to stick together. Now, I am quite positive that this news or this one tweet will send Steelers Nation, Yinzer Nation mad. They need to now go after Deontay, cut Deontay. He's a cancer in the locker room. Mike Tomlin is failing the locker room, all that kind of stuff. But you know what, man? To me, it's not that big of a deal. Do you know why? Because in the locker room, there's a football team. There's 53 players that can be on the field. There is practice squad players. What's that? 16. So 69 players in that locker room. There are guys that are injured. There are a lot of egos on that sideline. There are numerous coaches, 10, 15 plus coaches. There are almost 70 players. That's about 80 men. 80 men on the sideline with women involved into, and everyone's involved. They're all in there. Even refs and all that kind of stuff. But in the locker room and in the organization, there is so many people, so many egos, and these things happen. Things happen in the workplace. You get into arguments, you get into fights. And now, we don't want this to go into fisticuffs and Minkah versus a DJ or something like that. We saw that a few years ago in the offseason that it was reported that Minkah, Fitzpatrick, and Claypool had a fight. And now Claypool's out of it. He's gone. I think he's on the Dolphins now, right? He's over that way. So you don't want to see it go that far. But to me, stuff like this is just not a big deal, right? DJ got into a heated argument with Minkah, and Cameron Hayward and TJ Watt came in to broke it up and said, you know what, guys? Pull your head out of your own backside and figure it out. The team needs to stick together. But at the same time, these things happen on a massive team being almost 70 men, grown men with egos, all wanting to be the best that they can be. Things are going to flare up. And while we had Matt Canada with the game with the Browns game, that they couldn't get the job done to win the game. So there's guys that are frustrated and annoyed and just overall not happy with the team. So things are going to flare up because if some person thinks one way, another person thinks the other way, the argument goes boom, see you later. Now, Minkah, he's a leader for this team. I'd say as well that Cameron Hayward and TJ Watt are both leaders too. So we don't know what DJ said, but all we know is it was a post-game locker room argument between the two of them. And you know what? It happens. Honest to goodness, the reason why I'm making this video is because it happens. And I know the other media sites out there are going to grab this and turn something or nothing into something. And that's what they always do with this kind of stuff. But to me, it's you grab this tweet, you read it, go, oh, okay, that's all right. They had an argument, and you move on. You move on. Like TJ and Cameron Hayward said, the team needs to stick together. And that's it. Anyways, guys, I might do a video later on today about the AFC North rundown. We'll see how that goes. But I wanted to clear the air. To me, it doesn't matter. In the comments below, let me know what you think. Does this annoy you? Does this mean anything? I think it legit means nothing. It's two blokes having an argument, and the next minute you settle it, you shake hands, you move on, you come together, and you go and beat the Bengals tomorrow. That's all it is to me. All right, guys, I'll see you later.